Hey, it's Yuri from viayuri.com, and today I am back with 7 tips on how to pack light for winter travel. So let's get started. Okay, so tip number 1 is using multi-purpose items like this scarf. For winter travel, using a scarf I think is essential because it not only keeps you warm when you're traveling outside, but if you're traveling on an airplane, you can use it as a blanket. So this is something that you can keep on your person. You don't have to actually pack this away. So it's essential for winter travel. I know it's a little obvious, but I just want to make sure it's mentioned. Okay, tip number 2 is using packable clothing. Now, what do I mean by this? This is my Northface bag. I talked about this before in my packing video when I moved to Korea. But this is extremely packable. This is a jacket that keeps you warm, and on the plane, I actually always use this as a pillow. So sometimes when it's not cold, I bring this with me because I tend to get chilly pretty often. So I will unzip it, put it on, use it as a pillow, and hopefully I'll unzip it to show you what it looks like. Now, I understand you may not be able to afford something like this in your budget right now, but if you plan on doing a lot of traveling in the future, this might be a future investment to consider. Also, I use this as a liner, so when it is really cold, like where I am in South Korea, it's freezing right now. We've already had tons of snow. I layer this under my big jacket to keep myself extra warm. So this is really essential for me. Again, it's a bit of an investment, but I just want to mention it in case it's something you've never considered before. Okay, tip number 3 is using thermal clothing. So this is a thermal shirt that I have. It's extremely lightweight. It packs up really small, and it helps keep you warm. It adds an extra layer of protection. I got this, I think, from Uniqlo, but you can also get these from places like Costco, Sam's Club for pretty cheap. They're really affordable. I have shirts and pants. Here's a white shirt. So I'm actually wearing one underneath this sweater right now. That's what it looks like, and it just adds an extra layer of warmth. And again, it's extremely packable, extremely lightweight. So if you're packing bulky sweaters, you can save space by packing thin thermal clothing like this. Tip number 4 is to plan your outfits. So if you know you're going to be gone for 4 days, make sure you understand exactly what you're bringing with you, and also know that in the winter season, because you are bundled up, there's a lot of things that you can double up on. I actually have a free travel checklist and planner, and in that you can type directly in it and plan the specific outfits that you're going to bring. Knowing exactly what you want to bring and considering how many times you can possibly reuse it is really important for packing light. Also consider this: if you're traveling to a cold destination, you're not really going to be sweating. So it's okay to wear things a couple of times. I'm just saying, I've done it. It's cold, you're just traveling, and you're probably meeting family and friends, so they're really not gonna care. As long as it's clean and you're smelling decent, you're good to go. Okay, tip number 6 is using packing cubes. I love packing cubes, and these are especially great for winter travel because if you're wearing bulky sweaters and thick pants, what have you, you can really compress these in a packing cube. So I use these all the time whenever I travel. I put up at least 16 items in here the way I pack. You could probably, in this particular one, fit a good 8 sweaters. Now, if you're packing light for a short period of time, you aren't going to need that many sweaters. I'm just saying they really do save space. This is something you can pack directly in your carry-on, so I always recommend packing cubes. But if you can't afford to invest in something like that right now, my next tip will surely help you out. Okay, tip number 6. Use your shoes. I always say this, and can't recommend it enough. So these are my winter boots, and if you took my tip from before and you're wearing thermals, you can save space by stuffing those in your shoes. You can stuff your socks. So really use your shoes to pack other items, especially if you don't have packing cubes. Also, this is great if you're traveling from warm weather to colder weather and you don't want to wear your heaviest items on the plane, then use your shoes and pack items inside so that you're making the most of your space. So I just mentioned tip number 7 in tip number 6, and that has to do with your bulkiest items. If you're traveling on a plane, wear your bulkiest items on a plane if you can. Again, if you're not traveling from a warm to a cold destination. So wear your winter boots, wear your heaviest jacket. That way you can maximize the space inside of your carry-on so that you can actually pack light. Also, these things are layerable, so if you are on the plane and you're getting a little hot, you can take these off. You can use your warm winter jacket as a blanket if you want to, in addition to your scarf. So this is an obvious tip. Everyone knows this by now, but it still needs to be mentioned. So those are my 7 tips on how to pack light for winter travel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel and head over to viayuri.com and download my free travel planning checklist. And go to the traveler resources section and check out what other resources I have available for travelers. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Then head to viayuri.com where you can download this free travel checklist and planner that I made just for you. What's so special is you can edit it directly in PDF form to suit your needs. So head to viayuri.com, visit the traveler resources section, and I will see you in the next video. Until the next time.